Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to Programmable Logic Controllers, Unit 5, Session 2. In the last session, we have discussed about what is PLC. A programmable logic controller is, what is a memory device. There are two different types of main memory or the primary memory, RAM and ROM, different types of RAM, that is SRAM and DROM, ROM, and the different classification of ROM like MROM, PROM, EPROM, EEPROM. The main objective of this session is to know the different types of ROM, read-only memory, in detail. What is flash memory, cache memory, optical storage devices, registers, and the different types of registers. So different types of ROM. The first one is masked ROM or MROM. The masked ROM or the MROM is mainly used to store the data or the program permanently. So the data or the program is permanently installed at the time of manufacturing as per the requirement. So once the data is permanently stored, it is not possible to alter it. The process of permanent recording is very expensive, but when it is done in large quantities, it becomes more economical. ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ರಾಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಂ ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಎಂ ರಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ತುಂಬ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಚೀಪ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Coming to the second type of ROM, read-only memory, it is called as programmable read-only memory. It is abbreviated as PROM. The basic function of the PROM is same as that of the masked ROM or the MROM. PROM has mainly got fuse links. Depending upon the bit pattern, the bit pattern is 0 or 1, the fuse can be burned or it is kept intact. So the job of burning or writing or storing a data or the program is done by PROM programmer. It uses high current pulses between the two lines either to burn the fuse or retain the fuse. So continuing the programmable read-only memory or PROM, because of high current flow, the fuse will get burned, making the two lines open. Once a PROM is programmed, it is not possible to change the connections. But the advantage over MROM is that the user can write his own programs, whereas in MROM, the programs are written during the manufacturing stage itself. The third type of ROM is the second type of ROM is programmable read-only memory only. Here we are going to store the data permanently. So it retains the contents when the computer is turned off. It is manufactured as a blank memory. PROM programmer or a PROM burner is used to write the program. This is the photo of a programmable read-only memory. Coming to the third one, erasable programmable read-only memory, abbreviated as EPROM. So this EPROM erase the data. So is you this in EPROM we can erase the data in the ROM. We can erase the data in the ROM by exposing the EPROM to the ultraviolet radiations, and we can also input the new program or the new data into the erasable programmable read-only memory. Continuing the erasable programmable read-only memory. So we can erase the information and we can reprogram the chip to record different information using PROM programmer. The information is erased here by using ultraviolet radiations or UV radiations. It is of two types: ultraviolet erasable programmable read-only memory, UEPROM, where ultraviolet radiations are used to erase the stored data. And the second one is electrically alterable programmable read-only memory, where we use electric current to alter the stored data, which is abbreviated as EEPROM. Coming to the fourth type of ROM, read-only memory, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, abbreviated as EEPROM. Here, the data is erased by electrical signals. It provides an easy means to store the temporary or permanent information in the form of read-only memory. Continuing electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. This is similar to EPROM. Here, erasing is done by electrical signal instead of ultraviolet light. The main advantage is that the memory location can be selectively erased and reprogrammed in EEPROM, but the manufacturing process of EEPROM is very complex and expensive, so do not commonly it is used. So it is not commonly used. Continuing on to the electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Data is erased here electrically. Here data is written or erased one byte at a time. The next type of memory is the flash memory. Flash memory is a non-volatile computer storage medium. It is the modified version of EEPROM. Data can be erased and reprogrammed in blocks in flash memory. The next type of memory is the cache memory. Cache memory is faster and it is expensive than random access memory. It improves the computer performance, and the storage capacity of cache memory, it is less than 512 KB. The processor uses the cache memory to store frequently accessed data and programs and instructions. It is mainly of two types, L1 primary cache, which is present inside the microprocessor only, and L2, which is also called secondary cache, which is in the motherboard or near the microprocessor. So where the cache is located, cache memory is located. Level 1 is located in the processor. Level 2 is dedicated for the processor, but it is not present in the processor. L3 is shared between the processor. This is the cache memory. Types of cache memories. There are three types: memory cache, disk cache, and the internet browser cache. Memory cache is the portion of the memory of high-speed SRAM. Disk cache is used to commonly access data. Internet browser cache, which is used to help help improve how fast data is opened while browsing the internet. So again, the cache memory is of two types I told you. L1 cache, it is built in the CPU only. L2 cache, so it is in the SRAM memory, that is static RAM memory. Coming to this is regarding the main memory or the primary memory. So main memory or the prime memory mainly consists of RAM and ROM. Coming to the secondary memory is going to help the main memory. It is a permanent memory. Programs or data entered into the system, intermediate results, and the final results produced are stored in the secondary memory. Classification of secondary memory. It is classified as magnetic based storage devices, magnetic tape, floppy disks, hard disks. Data is recorded on a disk in concentric circular bands called the tracks. Optical storage media, DVD. DVD is the example for optical storage media devices. Optical storage media stores large amount of data in some formats such as the entire hard disk. It reads data by focusing a laser generated beam of light on disk surface. The examples are CD-ROM disks and DVD-ROM disks. The next type of memory is the registers. Registers, they are very small amount of very fast memory which are built in the CPU to speed up the operations by providing quick access to commonly used values. It is the fastest way for the system to manipulate the data. It is implemented as an array of SRAM or static random access memory, normally measured by the number of bits they can hold. Functions of registers. It is used by the CPU for performing the various operations. So the step 1, user gives some input to the system. In step 2, input is stored into the registers. Then in step 3, CPU processes the data. In step 4, the results are stored in the registers. This is how the data storage activity will be carried out in a register. Step 5, system gives the results to the user. Register performs 3 important functions like fetching the data, decoding the data, and executing the data. Types of registers: memory address registers, program counters, accumulator registers, memory data registers, index registers, memory buffer registers, and data registers. Let us see a video on types of read-only memory.
Read-only memory, the memory from which we can only read but cannot write on it. This type of memory is non-volatile. The information is stored permanently in such memories during manufacture. A ROM stores such instructions that are required to start a computer. This operation is referred to as bootstrap. B-O-O-T-S-T-R-A-P, bootstrap. ROM chips are not only used in the computer but also in other electronic devices like washing machines and microwave ovens. You can also see the pic of a ROM that is shown on your screen. Now we will discuss the types of ROM. First is MROM, masked ROM. Second, PROM, programmable read-only memory. Third, EEPROM, erasable and programmable read-only memory. Then fourth, EEPROM, electrically erasable and programmable read-only memory. So we will start first, MROM. The very first ROMs were hardwired devices that contained a pre-programmed set of data or instructions. These kind of ROMs are known as masked ROM, which are inexpensive. Then second, PROM, programmable read-only memory. PROM is read-only memory that can be modified only once by a user. The user buys a blank PROM and enters the desired contents using a PROM program. Inside the PROM chip, there are small fuses which are burned open during programming, can be programmed only once, and is not erasable. Then the third type is EEPROM, erasable and programmable read-only memory. EEPROM can be erased by exposing it to ultraviolet light for duration of up to 40 minutes. Usually, an EEPROM eraser achieves this function. During programming, an electrical charge is trapped in an insulated gate region. The charge is retained for more than 10 years because the charge has no leakage path. For erasing this charge, ultraviolet light is passed through a quartz crystal window that is lit. This exposure to ultraviolet light dissipates the charge. During normal use, the quartz lid is sealed with a sticker. And the fourth one is EEPROM, electrically erasable and programmable read-only memory. EEPROM is programmed and erased electrically. It can be erased and reprogrammed about 10,000 times. Both erasing and programming take about 4 to 10 milliseconds. In EEPROM, any location can be selectively erased and programmed. EEPROMs can be erased one byte at a time rather than erasing the entire chip. Hence, the process of reprogramming is flexible but slow. And you can also see the pics of 4 types of ROMs that is shown on your screen so that you can develop a better understanding of these type of ROMs. And if we talk about the advantages of ROM, its advantages include non-volatile in nature, cannot be accidentally changed, cheaper than RAMs, easy to test, make more reliable than RAMs, static and do not require refreshing. Contents are always known and can be verified. So friends, this is our topic, that is ROM, read-only memory.
So on the completion of this session, students, you should be able to know the different types of ROM, read-only memory, flash memory, cache memory, optical storage devices, registers, and the different types of registers. These are the references. Coming to the MCQ, storage, which stores or retains data, After power off is called volatile storage, non-volatile storage, sequential storage, direct storage, none of these. So after power failure, if we are storing the data by mean, it is nothing but it stores or retains data after power off is called as non-volatile storage. A permanent memory which holds data and instructions for startup the computer and does not erase data after power off is called network interface card, CPU, RAM or ROM, none of these. The answer is read-only memory, that is the answer D. Which device used to back up the data? Floppy disks, tape, network drive, all of the above, none of these. The answer is D, all of the above. What is the permanent memory built into your computer called? RAM, ROM, CPU, CD-ROM, none of these. The permanent memory built into the computer is called as the read-only memory. The answer is B. With a CD, you can read the data, write the data, read and write the data, either read or write the data, none of these. Using the CD, with the help of a CD, we can read the data. The answer is A. Hard disk drives are considered as dash storage, flash, non-volatile, temporary, non-permanent, none of these. The answer is B, that is non-volatile. Permanent instructions that the computer uses when it is turned on and that cannot be changed by other instructions are contained in ROM, RAM, ALU, CPU, DRAM. The answer is A, read-only memory, ROM. Typical acronym of reusable optical storage will be CD, CD read-write, DVD, RPM, none of these. The answer is B, CD read-write. The faster, costlier, and relatively small form of storage managed by computer system hardware is main memory, flash memory, cache memory, disk. The answer is the cache memory. Which of the following is used to hold ROM, RAM, CPU, and expansion cards? The answer is B, the motherboard. For permanent memory in computer, objects used are floppy disks, magnetic tape, hard disk, optical disk, all of these. The answer is E, all of these. Which of the following has the capability to store the information permanently? RAM, ROM, storage cells, both RAM and ROM. The answer is B, that is ROM, read-only memory. ROM has the capability to perform write operation only, read operation only, both write and read operation, D, erase operation. The answer is B, read operation only. Since ROM has the capability to read the information only, then also it has been designed why? For controlling purpose, for loading purpose, for booting purpose, for erasing purpose. The answer is C, for booting purpose. The ROM is a sequential circuit, combinational circuit, magnetic circuit, static circuit. The answer is B, the combinational circuit. Thank you.